Hello, this is Loni Stark of Stark Silver Creek, and we're at the Malecón here in Loreto, Baja. I'm here with Marla Daily, who is one of the enthusiastic volunteers of Animalandia. I'm here with her to talk about our 2009 Loreto calendar. We want to thank everyone who supported the calendar, and I wanted to actually have Marla tell us a little about Animalandia and where your funds and your support actually went here in the town of Loreto. Marla, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Loni. It's my pleasure to be here to be able to thank the wonderful calendar buyers from your website. The money that you have raised this year is going to fund a free spay and neuter clinic at Animalandia in Loreto, March 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Of the funds raised, we have purchased 50 doses of 4-in-1 parvo vaccines. We have purchased gloves, suture, and materials so that the volunteer vets flying to Loreto will have a fully equipped clinic ready to go once the animals are being brought in to the clinic. Animalandia has been up and running for about 2 years. It's run entirely by volunteers. We depend upon donations from the community, both here in Loreto and from the outside, to keep the clinic up and running and to keep those volunteer vets coming here and interested in our beautiful city. We don't want to have a dog overpopulation problem, and Animalandia is the answer to keep that from happening.
Well, thank you, Marla. And I think just over breakfast and us talking, I was actually amazed at the fact when you say volunteer veterinarians that come in, they actually pay for their own flight and everything else, and they just really come in and spend their own expenses to come into Loreto to really help out the community. And that was really interesting to know.
Absolutely. When the veterinarians come here, they pay for their own flights. They pay for their own lodging. We have meals. We have what we call Animalandia ambassadors. And these ambassadors provide meals in their homes for the visiting vets, the vet techs, and the translators and helpers. There's a wonderful corps of volunteers here in Loreto. So if you would like to be an Animalandia ambassador, please step up to the plate. We can use all the help we can muster up for these vets that fly in. For example, World Vets, a global organization of volunteer veterinarians, were here last month. 14 people flew in to Loreto, stayed in local housing, and were fed almost every meal by the Animalandia ambassadors. And they performed almost 300 surgeries free of charge.
It's always amazing in this community how much you can step up to volunteer and really make a difference. And I think that's really what attracted me also to Loreto, is that you can actually do something and see the impact to this community. Now, if people are interested in finding more about Animalandia, how do they get in contact with the organization?
There are two websites. www.animalandia.org is the main website for people wishing to make a tax-deductible contribution to Animalandia. They must go through the partner nonprofit Terra Marine Research and Education, whose website is www.tmre.org. That's the vehicle by which contributions to Animalandia are tax-deductible.
Thank you so much, Marla, and I want to tell you it's wonderful meeting you finally in person. I want to thank again everyone who's been in support and just following the website also to learn more about Animalandia, especially Jane Laurie, who put together a wonderful Animalandia video so that we can all understand and learn more about this community effort. I also want to announce and take this occasion to announce the 2010 Loreto calendar. I've been bringing this up on our website and said that I would announce in March, and I figured no better place to announce it than in the Malecón of Loreto, Baja. So for our 2010 Loreto calendar, the charity we're going to be sponsoring is the Children Internado. And it's a charity that helps to house children that are actually up in the poor areas of Loreto, and really provides them with housing so that they can get an education in this town. Marla, is there anything else you want to add to this new charity?
The Internado is a very old organization. It provides a vehicle through which children who live in remote areas of the mountains of Baja California Sur and throughout Mexico, actually, there are internados. These children are brought in by mule, they walk, they come by car. Some of them travel for 3 days to be dropped off by a parent or their parents at the local internado, which is a boarding house, which is thankfully subsidized by people who care about providing adequate nutrition, food, and clothing to these children. Here in Loreto, 2 American women, Patty Ferrantino and Linda Nichols, have been spearheading the efforts of the internado for many, many years, having taken it over from Ann O'Neill after she died. And the internado is always looking for opportunities to fundraise to help provide for the needs of these children, so that they can come to town and meet other children and be provided with an education.
Thank you, Marla, and I'm sure we'll learn all more about this charity in the upcoming months. So this is just an initial announcement. You've heard it here. You'll find out more information on starksilvercreek.com, as we'll post more information about this charity that we'll be sponsoring for the 2010 Loreto calendar. So stay tuned. I'd also like to make a call for photos for this calendar. Last year, Clint and I put together some photos, and thank you for your support. For better or for worse, a lot of the photos were ours in the 2009. This year we want to open it up because we are sure there's a lot of great photographers out in the community, and we want you all to help pull together this calendar. So you'll find out more information in the upcoming months. This is Loni Stark of Stark Silver Creek. I want to thank Marla Daily here in Loreto, a longtime resident, for her help and support and what she's been doing in the community. Thank you for your time. And stay tuned for more information about the 2010 Loreto calendar.